Alright, hey everybody, welcome back again to the channel. This is Rob from Smirking Gun Reviews, and this is my late review for new comics, new Marvel comics, reviews for May 23rd. So let's just get started. There was a lot of reading I had to cram into here today. So these are the ones that I picked up, and what do I think of them without giving away too many things. So first, right off, we've got Doctor Strange, number 390. This is the Deadpool variant. This is the conclusion to the current run of Doctor Strange, which is going to, again, get another little reboot. This is basically the kind of final, bit before, since, we've had recently with Damnation, with the taking of where Las Vegas comes back and goes to hell, and we had Loki as Sorcerer Supreme, sort of, and for the last little while, Doctor Strange has been a really good book, and this is just them kind of wrapping up the way that the book has been. It's a nice little swan song for the current readers. It's got a little bit of SpiderMan in here and a funny little bit with him. So if you haven't reading Doctor Strange, I highly recommend picking this up. But more than that, picking up the last few volumes, if you can get the trades or look at back issues of Doctor Strange. It's been really, really, really good. I'm hoping that the book does not suffer in this new reboot, though. So Doctor Strange number 390, first pick of the day, and it's a really good book. Okay, so we are at now Hunt for Wolverine, Mystery in Madripoor. This is the fourth out of the four titles that are coming, that are 4 issues each. And so this is like, Wolverine, Logan was always a ladies' man, and this is all the lady X-Men basically on their own little mission to find Wolverine's corpse, which is, we got Psylocke, Storm, Kitty Pryde, Jubilee, Domino, and Rogue. They're headed to Madripoor to talk to Magneto, who they think, could have possibly taken the body out without being seen. This ends up having to do with a female group of fighting villains, like led by Viper. And I don't know, it's an interesting... If Claws of the Killer was my least interested book, this one's just barely a step above that so far. I mean, there are only 4 issues each. This is okay. I like, the idea of how Logan has affected each one of these people, sort of. But as far as first issues of a 4-issue series goes, only okay. I'm more interested in that now that we've gotten the first single issues of these books out. I now have every one of the Where's Wolverine things set here. So I'm trying to see if I can do this. Let's see here. So that every one of these comes together, if I can get them unstuck. And let's see if you can see this okay on here. Wow, hey everybody, what have you done with your Sunday night? This is what I did. So you put them all together, you get this pretty nifty giant kind of... There's not a lot of light. I need to correct that. But if you put these all together, you get pretty much everybody in the Marvel Universe on this one big met connecting variant. Pretty cool for nerds. Let's move on. That was stupid. Moving on to Incredible Hulk number 717, World War Hulk 2, the conclusion to Amadeus Cho as the totally awesome Hulk for now. This again is another, like I said in my last review of Totally Awesome Hulk and Incredible Hulk, World War Hulk 2. It's World War Hulk Light. It's basically Hulk versus Cho more than, and him fighting anybody else is kind of incidental to the fighting. I said before, if you like Amadeus Cho, you'll like these books, but I'm more interested in seeing where they're going with Immortal Hulk and letting Amadeus Cho take a backseat. So I just kind of got it to kind of finish it out. No real, I wanted to complete the saga, I guess, of Amadeus Cho as Hulk. He is, at the end of this, he's still Amadeus Cho Hulk, sort of, however you want to put it. But I'm glad to see this kind of end and go on to the next phase of Hulk. I am going to turn on a light. Didn't like how much reflection was going on here, but it's a little bit better. Okay, next thing we have is Infinity Countdown Darkhawk. Now, I haven't read Darkhawk comic book since the early 90s, and even then, if you asked me what Darkhawk was now, I don't remember. And I'm reading this, and I'm not really feeling it. He's a cop, gets a superpower, has his Darkhawk suit. The Infinity Countdown connection is that these way out where what's his name, Ryder, from the Nova Corps, that knows Star-Lord, is connected to these guys that come through like this rift called the Raptors, and he's trying to get out to outer space, and they don't want, they're not going to help him. I really wasn't interested when I was reading this story, and it makes me worry about the continuing of Infinity Countdown, to be honest with you. I don't really recommend this book unless you know Darkhawk a lot better than I do. I basically got the, just like I did Infinity Countdown Daredevil, just because it's a continuing thing, hoping to see maybe the story move along a little bit more, but this really didn't do it for me at all. So now we are at Legion, number 5 of 5, the final issue in this little 5-issue thing. I'm not exactly sure what this series was supposed to do for Legion, except that, yes, this TV series is out right now as well. In the end, the impact is very minor as far as to anybody but David Haller, who may or may not have gotten some of his alters under control, which is basically the premise of this. There is a little bit of a twist ending and kind of sweet. If you like the character of David Haller like I do, I enjoyed this book from beginning to end, but if you're looking for any deeper meanings or any further ramifications for the Marvel universe, I don't think there really is anything very impactful here except for to the character David Haller, who has a bit of a resolution by the end of the book. So, if you're not a Legion fan, I don't think you'll like this very much. Okay, now we are at Moon Knight, 195. This is the Deadpool variant. How do I keep this thing clean? The last issue of this book was kind of a retelling of the origin story, and I did not like it because it's just a retelling of the origin story, and the art was bad. This book has been one of the best books I've read series in a while. Crazy Runs in the Family was really good. And the beginning of this next series about this group called the, I want to call them, what were they called again? It was like the Conclave or something. It was let's just open up the damn book and read it again. Look at it here. There's this group called, I want to say, The Collective. Okay, in this book, there's this group called The Collective. And they all are a bunch of weirdos, which is very very common for the Moon Knight series. But anyway, a bunch of crazy people doing crazy things in Moon Knight, and these people basically become like this human blob. And how it involves Mark Spector and his he's got split personalities, so it's kind of good to go right from one split personality book to another split personality superhero. Moon Knight is always got something crazy going on. It's a very good book. I'm excited to see where this is going, because this group of people, the collective, are collecting minds, and what happens if they get a mind that already has a bunch of minds inside it. So, really cool, really good, funny and different. Really can't keep recommending Moon Knight more. I do believe they're talking about a Netflix show about him anyway, so let's keep an eye on that. People will start buying the books then, maybe. Okay, we are at Old Man Hawkeye, number 5, another book I'm really digging, man, because it has one of those, the ability to be in a kind of a maybe scenario in the future, like Old Man Logan was. I like this cover. In this, we've got the continuing story of Old Man Hawkeye, who's going blind, getting revenge for everything that's gone bad for all the superheroes. And in this book, he is set upon by the Venom symbiote, who has attached itself to the multiple man Madroxes that are attacking him. It's a pretty cool stuff going on here. We also got to Old Man Bullseye going up against Old Man Taskmaster. And we also find out a little something about Kate Bishop in this book. Again, constantly a good book. It's a nice little what-if scenario kind of storyline about future wastelands and all this stuff. Really digging it. Love Hawkeye in general as it is. From one old man book to another, we have Old Man Logan, number 40. This issue has some alright art and a story that is pretty lame. Yes, last time it was cool. They had the purifiers and everything, and I thought that showing this kind of cover where he's getting a fastball special from this guy named Glob. Well, I should have known when they were using the Z-list characters from, the XMen series, all the guys that are always at the mansion because they're so fucking weird looking and their powers are so, whatever, that they pretty much are housebound. And that's sad, for those characters, but this is, I don't know, man. Next issue, Craven, who's been making the rounds in the Marvel Universe, first with, he went after, tangled with Venom, and then he went after Cap, and now it looks like he's after Old Man Logan next issue. So let's look to the future on that. I love this cover, but the book inside is kind of, I don't know. This is like one of those very special, like, on a very special Old Man Logan. He goes to the expansion and helps these kids learn a lesson. Lame, but whatever. It is what it is sometimes. Okay, up next is SpiderMan versus Deadpool, number 33. Continuing story of the LMDs that are going on here and the connection that they have to Spider-Man's parents. Again, it's a silly book where now old man Deadpool, another old man, has jumped into this version, this timeline. And it's more silliness. It's fun. It's just a creative little book that I do think is funny. This cover is okay. I'm just kind of curious of how long this is going to keep going on with the changes that they've been making to both, mainly to Deadpool. We'll see in future, but yes, again, this is a fun book. Not a lot of impact, though, going on, but there is some cool stuff going on here about Parker's parents, so check that out if you like. Now we are at Weapon X, number 18, Red Dead Ascension. Love this cover, Omega Red, Old Man Logan. This is a cool cover. This is basically, though, about how Sabretooth is in charge still and how he handles taking down Omega Red in a new kind of way. The way that, because Sabretooth is monologuing in his head throughout this whole thing, and there is a part in this that does kind of like PETA, and like, I don't know why. I mean, I know it's in Siberia, but there's a thing with tigers, Bengal tigers, and look, there aren't that many of them left, so why are we slaughtering them in our comic books? Just, we're cutting down their species very quickly if this was in the real world. But it is a fun continuation of how Sabretooth is in his own way trying to do the right thing. And it's with Omega Red, so it's pretty cool. I do keep saying, digging this book. Some people don't like it, but I think it's pretty damn cool. All right, so now we were at the two that I was going to get last week. I was going to get this, but I didn't know if this comes out, like takes place before or after. Turns out this, let's just talk about this, the X-Men Wedding Special. This is a throwaway book, in my opinion. It's like an X-Men annual, except with no real meaning. This tells just tiny little blurb stories like in an annual. That even though sometimes annuals can have good things going on in them, but these are just cutesy little stories for, I feel kind of bad that I bought this. But buyer's remorse and all that. This really just tells some interconnected stuff that's already going on. Like, see the rest of it in issue blank. So I really didn't need to wait on this, but I did. So now we're final book of the week, X-Men Gold, number 28, Till Death Do Us Part, Part 3. Kind of a cool cover. This is basically after Colossus has been taken by the Sentinel type guy. I can't remember his name now. And just them, the wedding has to be, they're waiting to do the wedding because they got to get these two together. And it's got more of there's like another female Nance, like Senator Nance or something like that. Just like last week when I was talking about Cassandra Nova, these same similar type of female villains who want to wipe out the mutant race. This book is, this is a good book. It's just a little too close to the Cassandra Nova storyline that's going on in X-Men Red. So hopefully we can get this resolved and get these two crazy kids married off. But it is a good book. It's just kind of like like things are ramping up to ramp down. So that is it for this week. Thanks for watching. These videos don't get a lot of views, but I have fun just talking about comics and recommendations and things like that. So see you on the next video. We are doing, it's Monday, so tomorrow is Legion. I got to get back to doing Legion since I took off last week for being sick. And then Wednesday's Handmaid's Tale. And then hopefully comic reviews later on that day, so I'm not get myself too far behind. Just to thank everybody for the support. We are at 75 subscribers. The contest winner for the first poster of The Handmaid's Tale will be announced on Wednesday. And then we will be giving away the second poster for the week after. And we are also going to be giving away something else. I haven't figured it out for hitting 75 subscribers. I'm thinking maybe something for Westworld, because other stuff doesn't really come up for another month or so. So I'm thinking I'm going to give away something that has to do with Westworld. So we will be announcing all that kind of stuff on those videos as the week goes on. So again, thanks for watching the channel, and we will see you on the next video. This is Rob saying, see you later.